Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to Meghan and Harry Tales, where we don't sip tea, we serve it piping hot. I'm Adrian, your truth-teller in a tiara, and today we're diving into the latest royal no-show that has tongues wagging across Britain. That's right. Princess Kate has once again ghosted a major royal event, this time the prestigious Royal Ascot, even though she was scheduled and listed to appear. Now, before the usual crowd grabs their pearls and shouts, "But she's recovering!" Let's remember, this isn't just about one missed event. It's about pattern, presentation and privilege, and how the media treats Kate with kid gloves, while Meghan, well, gets gloves thrown at her. Let's break it down. Kate was confirmed to be in the second carriage alongside Prince William at Royal Ascot. The official carriage list had her name. That's not speculation, it was published, publicised, expected. And then, just before 12:30 p.m, poof! Kensington Palace quietly announced she wouldn't attend. Cue the quick revision of official documents and a quiet reshuffling of royal logistics. But why? The palace claims she's disappointed and continues to manage her recovery carefully. Fair enough. Health comes first. But what makes this strange is the pattern. First trooping the colour, then the order of the garter, now this. She appears, she vanishes, and the press doesn't ask real questions. Imagine if Meghan had pulled out last minute from a globally televised event after being confirmed. The Daily Mail would explode. There'd be 14 opinion pieces about letting down the Queen. But for Kate? It's oh poor dear so brave. Let's be honest, something's off and the palace's vague explanations are no longer cutting it. The media wants us to believe that Kate is the embodiment of grace, strength and stoicism. But that narrative only works because she doesn't speak. She doesn't challenge, she doesn't explain. The less she says, the more they can project onto her. Kate becomes a mirror for monarchy loyalists, polished, passive and pliable. A princess who doesn't ruffle feathers. And when she doesn't show up, instead of pressing for accountability, the press covers for her hard. Where are the probing questions from GB News? Why aren't Sky and ITV investigating the sudden shift from "she's attending" to "oops, she's gone"? Instead, they pivot to "Kate is disappointed not to attend." Well, what about the people who were attending who expected to see her, who believe in the monarchy because she represents its soft, feminine appeal? What they're doing isn't protection, it's manipulation. Here's where it gets even more interesting. While Kate skipped Ascot, her mother, Carole Middleton, made a surprise appearance. Accompanied by her daughter-in-law, Alize Thevenet, Carole was all smiles, dressed to impress and walking the grounds like the mother of the monarchy. But let's pause. Why is Carole stepping in at all? The media paints this as a sweet maternal gesture, but think strategically. When the future queen vanishes without notice, her mother showing up keeps the Middleton name in the royal spotlight. It's not a scandal, it's a strategy, and yet, if Doria Ragland showed up at a major royal event while Meghan was absent, what would they say? Overstepping, grasping for relevance. Duchess sends mother as proxy. Once again, one family is allowed to blend public and private with ease, while the other is punished for existing. Let's talk facts. When Meghan was 7 months pregnant and skipped a royal event, Diva Duchess ditches duty. When she changed her birth plan for privacy, Meghan defies royal protocol. When she took maternity leave, work-shy Duchess. Meanwhile, Kate has missed months of engagements. She's photoshopped official images, she's edited her children's portraits. She's disappeared from public view for weeks, and every time it's Kate the Brave. We're not criticising her recovery, we're criticising the narrative. The biased, one-sided, palace-pushed narrative that says one woman's silence is grace while another's voice is disruption. You can't have two women playing by two different rules in the same institution and call that equality. Trooping the colour and order of the garter were presented as Kate's brave return. The palace PR machine went into overdrive, scripting her arrival down to the millisecond. Carefully choreographed, dramatically photographed. But here's the question. Is this royal duty, or is this pageantry? Kate's appearances are now being rationed like vintage couture, just rare enough to keep her in headlines, just polished enough to keep her untouchable. It's less public service and more royal performance art. Contrast this with Meghan, who rolled up her sleeves and got involved. SmartWorks, the Hub Community Kitchen, real initiatives with measurable results. Kate shows up, Meghan works, but guess who gets the flattering headlines? The royal family needs Kate to be the anti-Meghan. She is their carefully cultivated brand ambassador, but right now that brand is crumbling and they don't know how to fix it. That's why Kate's absences are so awkward. If she's truly ill and resting, say so. Be transparent, people will understand. But this cloak and dagger drama just raises more suspicion. They want to have it both ways. A princess who appears when she's ready and disappears for privacy, but never loses her image. It's not sustainable, and it's not fair to the public. Kate's silence used to be considered elegant. Now, it's strategic. She hasn't addressed the photo editing scandal. She hasn't explained her vanishing act. She hasn't commented on anything that happened during the Oprah fallout or since. That silence allows the palace to control the narrative. She can be whatever they need her to be: victim, heroine, dutiful wife. No facts, no problem, just myth, but silence isn't always noble. Sometimes it's convenient, sometimes it's protection. Meghan spoke. Meghan defended herself. Meghan challenged the system. And look where it got her. If Meghan had pulled out of Royal Ascot at the last minute after being printed on official programmes, what would the press have said? She's disrespecting tradition. She's creating chaos. She's embarrassing the monarchy. But when Kate does it, she's recovering. She's brave. She's disappointed. It's not about the act, it's about who's doing it. And that's why Meghan and Harry left. Because in that palace, fairness is a myth, and double standards are the real royal tradition. So let's be clear, no one is rooting against Kate's health. We hope she's well, we hope she's healing, and we wish her peace. But wishing someone well doesn't mean ignoring the elephant in the gilded room. Princess Kate skipped Royal Ascot 2025 after being publicly confirmed. And instead of answers, we get distractions. Instead of honesty, we get obfuscation. Instead of accountability, we get palace poetry and media cover-ups. Meanwhile, Meghan is still being blamed for daring to speak. At Meghan and Harry Tales, we call out hypocrisy no matter how well dressed it is. And the truth is, the monarchy needs to stop hiding behind edited photos, vague statements and fairy tale projections. We deserve better. So does Meghan. So do all of us. This is Adrian, signing off with love, logic and a little bit of sass. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you're done being gaslit by Palace PR. See you next time, truth seekers.